everybody. I'm just putting some music on. Do you have music? Excuse all the racket behind, around, the noise. The child is playing games with a friend. Okay. How is everybody today? I just want to put my chat out so that I can see if anybody comes in today. I hope there are some people in today. You want to bake along with me? I'm just going to do a quick little explanation about. Oh, okay. We are doing my mother's cookie recipe, and it's especially for this machine. Okay, so I had I didn't have one, and then sorry. I didn't have one, so I started rolling and using a fork. So that's how I like to make them. It's how my daughter likes them, and my husband. So that's how I do them. But when I was a kid, we used to have a machine like this. I had a plastic one. Not a good idea. So if you are going to get one of these, make sure that you get a fairly decent one. So you can get very expensive ones, but make sure it's metal. There's no point in, if it's plastic, it's not going to work, and it just doesn't work. It pushes, the cookie dough pushes everything out, and the cap doesn't stay on. So I'm not actually going to use this at all today, but I just wanted to explain to you how you, if you do have one, how to use it. Just a quick so that you know. So basically this comes off, and you get a number of different. So this red is from the plastic one that I had. I just kept these and I chucked the rest away for the different patterns. But basically you have all these different patterns that you can make cookies with. So a whole bunch of patterns. So when you are using this cookie press, that's what they call it, with the recipe that I'm going to do, you will make a huge amount of cookies, trust me. You'll be, and the recipe is amazing to you can bake everything, and you can freeze these cookies. So yeah, if you make a huge amount, you can definitely pack into Ziploc bags or airtight containers, and pop them in the deep freeze and take out as you need, because they do freeze well. So yeah, I'm not going to use them, because when I have done the cookies like this, I have been snubbed for doing the cookies like this. So so I don't do it this way. But just so you know that if you do have one of these machines, then the recipe we're doing today, you can use this cookie press to do it. So basically you'll pick your style, and then you'll pop that on there, and then you'll screw this one here. Okay, so that it's nice and tight at the bottom. And again, best you make sure you've got a metal one. If you've got a plastic one, you're wasting your time. Then you pull this up, but you can unscrew it, and then you'll push all your cookie dough into here, and then you'll screw this on. Okay, and then you'll pull this thing up, turn it so that you can lift it all the way up, then turn it so that these grooves are in line with this, so that you can do that. And then basically you'll do that. And generally, you just need to do 1 or 1, 2, and that's enough. Don't ask me about games. Don't ask me about games. So that's basically how you would do it, and you keep filling it until you've pressed out all your cookies on your trays. But yeah, so that's that. Simple, easy to use. Maybe one day when my daughter's older, she'll want to use it. But at the moment, she doesn't like using it, so we don't use it. But I have it for just in case. So the recipe we have is the perfect recipe for it. The recipe we have, I have subsequently over time realized that I actually can roll it, but it's not a rolling cookie dough. It's meant to be for the press. Okay. So what we're going to do is, in a pot, we are going to put 2 cups of sugar. Again, this is the recipe that my mom used to make us, taught us to use. And when we used to phone her during the school holidays and used to tell her that we were immensely bored, this is one of the recipes that she used to make. So you're going to put 2 cups of sugar, and then you're going to do half a cup of milk. Half a cup of milk. And you need custard powder. Oh, I forgot to get my custard powder out. So now, totally forgot about the custard powder. So I didn't know. So just put all the custard powder. So the custard powder is a egg substitute. Just so you know, because custard powder is made from eggs. So, but we're not going to put that one in the egg. Sorry, I'm not looking for the custard powder. Sorry. Oh, and then we need bicarb. 2 teaspoon of bicarb. So I look very unprepared today. When I was sitting here waiting to go online. Oh, okay. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon of bicarb in here. So, like, the custard powder is a substitute for egg. Bicarb is a raising agent. Okay, so the milk, sugar, and bicarb we're going to pop on the stove, and we're going to bring it to the boil. I'm just going, I like to mix in the sugar and everything first before I put it on the stove, just otherwise it doesn't really mix in, and then it will actually burn because it's still dry and it's not getting mixed in with the wet ingredients. Okay, so we're going to pop this on the stove. I'm going to switch cameras. Where is it? Here it is. Where's it there? That's so funny. It's tiny. Why is it tiny? Here it is. So I'm just going to, what is this? I don't know what's happened. No. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so weird. I have no idea why it's doing that. Okay, so I'm going to switch that off. Interesting. Okay. Do you really need to see? I don't know. Let's see. That existing. You want to be able to see. Sorry, technical issues. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So I'm going to leave it. Okay, so what we're going to do. This is so weird. I don't know why it's done this. Okay. But I'm not going to show you how to do it on the camera, but anyway, I'm going to pop this onto the stove, and you're going to boil it until all the sugar is nice and melted, and because of the bicarb, it will bubble a bit. Also, what you should do right now is I'm going to say not right now because it's a lot, but it depends on how many sheets you've got in it. So I've got 2 really large baking sheets, so I can do a lot at a time, but yeah, put your oven on 150. And then you're going to also put baking paper to obviously so that your cookies don't stick. Much easier, much cleaner if you use baking paper over doing it with the, greasing the actual pan. Okay. Right, so then in a bowl, while that is busy boiling, in the bowl, because some people because some people like to put things in the stockings before they're meant to. That's why. What? Why has Dad got socks in his stocking? Who put them there? Dad is terrible because Dad keeps buying stuff and now is helping you wrap presents for himself. It's not how it works. You're taking the fun out of Christmas, just so you know. Taking fun out of... She's not... Daddy bought the socks for himself and is saying it's from you. Okay. The conversation that is... Oh. Okay, so 6 cups of flour. You don't need to sift it, it's fine. That's it, the flour. I'm just checking on my sugar. I'm stirring it. Okay, and then also what you'll put in here is a pinch of salt and the baking powder. Is there baking powder? No. Oh, apparently there's no baking powder. Oh, it's because we've got bicarb. I don't know why I took baking powder. Okay. So no baking powder. My mind is not quite here today. Sorry. I think my mind is already on holiday. Okay. So 6 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of custard powder, which has egg in it, just so you know that there is egg in it. But we won't be putting an actual egg in. Okay. And then we're going to do 500 grams of margarine. So now your margarine needs to be obviously soft enough so that you can work with it. Don't use your palms, and try and use your fingers as much as possible. Okay. So we're going to rub in this margarine. Okay. So, and I need to just put a pinch of salt in, which I'll do just now. So basically you're just going to break down your margarine. You can't do this with your margarine being hard. So yeah, you need soft margarine, not melting margarine, just margarine that's been out of the fridge for at least an hour. Okay. And then you're just going to work in the margarine into your flour, very much like the shortcrust pastry that we made the other day with the mince pies.
Okay, going down. Okay, let me do it for you. Huh? How did the onion use it tomorrow? Okay, give me that. How do you
So in the background is my daughter and her friend playing Overcooked, and they are trying to prepare meals, and they have to do things in a certain amount of time, so they could get a little rowdy as it goes. Ah. And a pinch of salt. Okay, right.
I need to take it out. No!
So I'm just going to check on the sugar, you know, to Rebecca. Oi, calm down, babe.
I'm taking. Let's see your side. I found. Oh, one more tomato.
So this is it boiled. So you can see it's actually bubbled up because of the bicarb, and I can feel that all the sugar has melted and disintegrated. So you can't use it straight away because it's actually too hot. So you just need to let it cool for 5 to 10 minutes. So that is basically it. I just want to make space here. Yeah, so while that's cooling, I'm just going to just make some space so that we can work. Just clean up a bit. Again, super easy recipe to use and to make. And this makes quite a huge bulk. And then while these are baking, we'll melt some chocolate to put on top. Okay, so we need to make sure that this is definitely all mixed in. You want a crumb-like feel to it. So you don't want any flour still, at the bottom. You need it to all be mixed in. There's no big lumps of margarine or anything like that. So I have mince pies to make, which I've already made. They're ready to go into the oven. So when I put this first batch of cookies in, I'll put my mince pies in as well. I have sugar cooking powders coming out of my ears. I need no sooner making stock, and then I need more stock. Okay, so this has cooled down a bit. So we're going to, you don't want it to cool down to the point where it's gone hard again. Yeah, where it's set. You just want to pour that in there. And then you're just going to mix it in. Okay, so it's warm enough that you can touch it. I mean, it's not going to burn you.
No, it's under my job. I'm doing it right now. Okay?
Okay, so you can see it's quite runny to start off with. As time goes on, it will get a little harder.
So you put the onion, open it in. Oh, so now. Oh,
Because, like I said, this is not a rolling cookie dough. This one that's supposed to go in the press, so it needs to be soft enough and workable enough for you to be able to push it through the press. Okay, girls, boy, hey, you two, play nicely.
put it in the plate. No, don't put it in the plate. Put it in the stove. No,
I think I've got all the flour mixed in.
Put it in the plate. Put it in the plate.
So I'm gonna do one or two. I'm gonna do a little bit with the machine just so that you can see it, and then I'll do it my way. I just want to show you what it looks like.
Oh no. Okay, now let's do it. Rebecca. I'm doing it. Okay, Zoe, you give me. Zoe, you give me. Zoe,
Rebecca, come. Okay, so that's what it is with the machine. Obviously, the harder it gets, the more set this becomes. The quicker you'll be able to work with it. At the moment, mine's quite soft, so it's just like squishing it out. So the way I do it is I do it with my tray, and I use a very small scoop because your cookie dough will expand. and I just make balls. For me, this is the quickest, the easiest way. Okay. So I just use a nice little scoop that works well. You don't want it bigger than this. Yeah, because they expand. They do grow when they go in the oven. So yeah, so for me this is the quickest and the easiest way. I don't want to mess around and play with the cookie press. It's great for the kids. We used to have lots of fun with it as kids. But yeah, these days I'm trying to, I'm always pressed for time. So and I've got a lot of baking to do today. What? You're not having this cookie dough? No. I don't know if you like this cookie dough.
Can I try a little bit?
It's a different cookie dough.
Can I try a little?
You're not going to have lots. Okay? It's raw cookie dough. Share that with Zoe.
Oh.
Not her. Share it with Zoe. Try it, because I'm not giving you a lot for you to then spit it out. Use soap, please. Kids, get bored so quickly. Why are you being rude? Are you being ugly? Why are you being ugly?
No.
You are, it sounds like it.
Can I have a roll?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pop these ones into the oven. And then we'll make another batch. So that they have a nice little pattern so that the chocolate can go in between it and we'll put chocolate on top. Okay, so and this is the quick and easy way. As Mum uses the machine, Rebecca said they're too thin. She doesn't like them. One day she'll use the cookie press. Okay, so I need to put this in and I need to put my mince pies in the oven.
No.
That's different.
Why did you make them? I'm always the baker.
Oh, where's my...
You're not the baker. My mom made mince pies. Did you make all these cakes?
Did?
You
Yes, I made your cake too.
this is when I was like, my mom made this for my birthday.
Yeah, that's a Zoe cake as well.
What's what? But it's not on the.
No, because I made your cake after I had this done.
How did you make all of them?
Make them for orders. For people. Like I make for you. Like I made for you. I made them for...
I should have had it before people. Rebecca, why are you touching it? Because I'm holding it.
Huh?
I'm holding this stuff.
Okay.
But
You're going to roll cookie dough. Oh, hold on. No. Let me measure out and then you can roll. Okay?
Who's that? Who's gonna be on that top one?
That's me there.
But why are we on the bottom?
Because I'm showing this bit with that camera. And then the one with me is the laptop camera. We live. We're on YouTube.
Mom? Can I?
Come, roll. Roll it into a nice ball. Then you put the ball down.
Give me an ice cube. Everywhere. This is too much.
Many hands make light work.
This is too much.
Why is it too much? You just what? You're not going to sit and eat it. I know you. I know what your brain is doing. Don't.
It's too big and too soft. Because that's what it does.
Cookies.
Thank you. Can I have some? Mommy. Oh, got an extra big piece.
My oven was not switched on properly, so my oven is not hot. Now I can't put the cookies in.
Wait. No eating cookies?
Not yet.
Did it, Mom? Why is it so hot?
Because the sugar was warm.
No.
Hey. No. I was giving it to Zoe. Don't say ugly.
What?
She doesn't. But it doesn't matter. That's Zoe's one. I'll give you one. Cheeky chops. Many hands, light work. Yay! Goes quicker. Then we can cook them quicker.
I said tiny. the skin of this.
Do a nice job, Rebecca.
Why did Rebecca steal my dough?
Because she's naughty.
I'm putting it there.
Oh.
Thank you. Remember the day when me and Rebecca were having a sleepover?
With all the other girls, yes. And there was so many of you here. I will move them all now because Rebecca's just like throwing them around here.
I'm doing it way faster than Zoe.
No, but you don't need to be doing it so fast. Rebecca! Rebecca! On you. Are we going to share these cookies with some friends?
Yeah.
We'll make up some packs to give away.
That's a tiny thing.
Rebecca, that's why we help too.
Hey.
Oh, Rebecca, you're just showing off now. And next week when I do my sugar cookie house, you're going to let me do my house by myself. No, because you've already done your house.
And now it's out.
No, it's already gone. Dad's already, you guys already eaten it. No, for Dad and her.
Good. It's leftover from inside. Yummy. This is good.
So many cookies. No?
Yummy.
Okay. Let's see if my oven is hot enough to put my cookies in here.
Can I do the fork thing? Come in, Zoe did 4.
How are you going to come and do the forks?
But if we do it messy,
It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll tell you what, why don't you give me that? There's a fork for you, and here's a fork for Zoe. One of you come start this end.
I'm starting this end.
Well, it looks like Rebecca's this end. So why don't you come here? Rebecca, you bring your stool here and come start this end.
Where's my fork?
There, I gave you a fork.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah, don't squash it down too much. Just enough to make a pattern. Okay? Yeah, so you don't need to. So what you do is you just hold it down like this and you squish and let it go. Squish. Okay.
Mommy,
Sorry.
let me roll this again.
You start again. That's okay. Start again if you need to.
I do the other side. Well done. Well done.
Huh? You done?
Yes.
Okay. Now you just have to.
I did this area and I think I did this area. So we did that area. I did this area. I did, mommy. I did this area, and Zoe did that area.
Okay.
And I was, Zoe was half. No, no. I was here. I was there. I was right here. I was here. No. I was acting. No. Yes, I was. No. Okay, I was doing it. There's only one more. Left.
They're taking over my life.
I want to just.
After. Okay, take no more with the
Oh, I
fork.
want. Oh, I want.
No, eating the cookie dough.
Aww. Wait for it to do it. There's so much flavor.
Come on. They were wanting to play a different game.
But now I want that cookie.
No, you can't have a cookie. Don't be a cookie monster.
If you want a cookie, do you want a treat?
No, Rebecca just wants to eat treats all the time because there's always treats in this house. Permanently have treats in this house. When Mum goes on holiday at Christmas time, there's going to be no more treats.
I won't see.
No more treats. I feel like my life has been hijacked by two little girls. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some got some serious squashing. But anyway, all good. All good, all good. No.
I don't do
Holiday baking, this is how it is, right? When you've got lots of kids. So we're going to make we're going to melt some chocolate so that we can drizzle it on top. Being impatient, Dad. Impatient. Can't wait. No. Patient to wait for something. So, the usual, boil hot water in a pot, chocolate in a bowl.
melt it.
The joys of having holidays, right? And then kids, dogs, husbands, everybody home at the same time. And me trying to do a live. No, and them wanting to play on the zip line, but we can't because the doggy likes to pull them on the zip line and the kids don't dig that. So puppy dog needs to be inside with me. So now she's screeching. So not so much instruction going on here. I'm going to just keep me on mute unless I absolutely have to, because otherwise you're just going to hear screaming, shouting, dogs, chaos. Oh, okay, so we're pretty much baked. Even if the cookies are not too cold, you just push them up as much as you can up to each other like this. If you're doing it this way, if you're doing it with the machine, obviously you can sandwich them and you can do whatever. You don't even have to decorate them. You can eat them straight like this. Which is also fun. But it's quick and easy doing it this way, and you just drizzle a little bit at a time. Chocolate over a few of them at a time, because what happens is that the chocolate sets. So then you won't be able to put hundreds and thousands. So I just do a few at a time like this. These are still quite warm, but it's fine. The chocolate is already melted anyway, so it's not like it's gonna melt some more, you know. So just don't eat your cookies when they're hot, okay? Not a good idea to do that. You wait for them to cool down. So this is the way Rebecca likes them. It's the only way she eats them. Anything with sprinkles on is how she likes things. So this is, you know, as you can see, quick, simple, easy. A little bit of chocolate drizzled on top. They look pretty too, like this. Delicious, simple cookies, and they really are fantastic. Once they are cooled down and the chocolate's set, you know, package them up and give them as gifts to friends. You can see this way, I've made about 100 odd cookies here, and they are thick and chunky, and it's the way, like I said, it's the way my daughter likes them. But you know, if you use your cookie press, you'll get way more cookies out, because they come out a lot thinner. Yeah, so you'll get so much more out of it. But it depends, you know, each to their own on how they want it. If you want to make a, you know, like a really large batch, then use your cookie press, because you'll get probably close on 200 to 300 cookies out of that, because I get 150 out of doing it like this. So quite a lot. I'm going to probably package these up a bit for some friends, as a nice Christmas treat for everybody to have during Christmas holidays. We just do it like that. We leave it to cool, to the cookies to, you know, get cold, and the chocolate to harden, and then we're done. Anyway, guys, that is me for today. I'm done. I've got screaming kids and dogs and all sorts of things happening here, so best I leave. But this is it. It's done. Yummy and delicious. Next week Wednesday is my last live for the year, and I will be doing putting together my sugar cookie house. So if you have bought it and you want to do it with me, make sure you tune in next week Wednesday on the 22nd at 9:30. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week Wednesday. Bye.